Going to make a couple of more chairs for outside of the houses in the diagram. They're going to be just like the one I put inside. So again, top's got a little curlicue. What I'm doing here is bending up the frames. That'll be putting the wooden seat on. It's a simple twist over, kind of like half a paper clip. And they're now done and ready. So the start of the frame is done. Now what I need to do is to make the seat, little popsicle stick that I've used and don't need anymore. And of course the popsicle stick underneath it to stop the drill from damaging my table. You've seen me drill before. So before I drill, I want to make marks of where I'm going to drill. So just a regular seat. But I want one of them to be a bench, so I'm going to make it bigger. Is that? Yeah. And another chair. I may not have made enough room there between the two. Because even after I drill, I need to sand down. So we'll make this one the bench. Yeah, that's enough room on that side and over about this far. Okay, the holes to drill. Nope, that one's off center. So, yeah, got enough room on this side. This one I moved up, so that would make it off center, which is why I went down here. So we can cut these little pieces apart. Now we need to cut the pieces apart. And you'll see after finish, they're a little long, so I'm trimming them up. And now I'm ready to begin the sanding process. What I'm doing here is smoothing out the rough edges, rounding them off. You don't want any sharp corners. And I will do that on all of the pieces. Now that we're smooth, it's time to assemble. Break that open a little bit. Close it back up. So tighten down. And now that they're in, Get it back over here. We can bend this back now to make the arm. Line it up. And a lot of fiddling to get the proportions correct, but I finally got it right at the end. So the bench is ready and done. On to the others. What I'm doing here is putting toothpicks in to help keep everything in place while I begin the gluing process so the wires don't move on me. All right. Took me a while fiddling around. We got the arms and legs and so forth, the little hardware installed. Now it is time to put some glue on to hold them in that place. Toothpicks are through it. That's keeping or help me keep the arms from coming down too far. So like that, we're just gonna glue. And now it's just to let them sit and dry. So I've got another day to wait before I can paint them. You saw me make the little bench and the chairs that are going to go around the houses on the outside. Chairs aren't real steady, but they'll be hiding in the, or glued into the moss, so that'll hold them in place. What I also did to go with them, I made some little tables. Those will go near the chairs. The bigger one will go near the bench. Fairly simple. All I did was drill some holes, bent the wire, stick it through, and go through the front, down. That makes them steady. The little ones, I just kind of bent it over. That'll hold them in, like I says, the moss. So I'm getting ready to paint them up. You haven't seen me do any painting yet. What I'm using is just a fairly cheap water-based paint, as I enjoy occasionally painting on canvas. The canvas I get at the dollar store. And I didn't think the paints needed to be that great. I'm not a huge paint artist. I just like messing around. So, kind of turn this a little bit this way. This is an old plate. I think you've seen it hanging around on some of my stuff. It's got a chip on it. It's Melmac. But it's a great crafting plate. It washes up easy. So I'll put a little of that lemon, a little bit of the pink, the light pink, a little bit darker pink. I wanted some colors that's going to stand out against that green of the moss. And like I says, this is Fairyland. And being water-based on the side here, I've just got a glass of soapy water to clean my brushes. And of course, a supply of paper towels to wipe things with. And the first time I'm going to paint underneath the camera. So gently move it back again. So I like to wet the brush just a little bit and get all the colors in the camera. Just need a little bit. And it's fairly simple. I don't have to be too gentle with this. Just need to keep my fingers out. And even if I get it on my fingers, like I says, it's water-based. This stuff cleans up nice and easy, which is one of the reasons I like it for the craft. Now, if I was a great portrait artist, yeah, then I'd do the oils and the acrylics. But for my crafting, this water-based is excellent. It sticks, it's colorful, and it cleans up. Make sure I get all the sides, get the back here. And it dries fairly quickly. So I'm going to leave it on the plate to dry. That's if there's any drips anywhere. And like I said, to clean it up, normally I would do everything in one color, but all I have to do is put it in the water, swish it around, wipe it off on the paper towel, clean. So I'll continue painting and probably in a speed up process. So I'm speeding up through here, just basically painting away, getting off the camera. There, finally back on camera again. And now adding extra touches of paint. Don't need everything just one color. And cleaning up. And then I'm showing how I mix colors. That way you can come up with whatever shade you want. Just start kind of putting them together till you come up with what you want. Kind of a nice blue. And then the darker blue just to set it off. Now I may go from one of the light colors into a darker one without washing up the brush, but if I go from a dark color back to the light, I do wash it up. That's the reason I keep the soapy water next to me. And putting some more touches of colors on those that have finished already. Done. Kind of move the plate over rather than picking them up anymore. Kind of a mix of colors. Nothing overly fancy. Oh, that one needs a little something. That's a good thing I cleaned the brush off. Tad bit of yellow. Just to kind of spruce it up a bit. There we go. Just something that'll stand out against the green. And little furniture outside one of the doors. And let everything dry. And once this paint dries, it's a simple thing of using a wet paper towel to clean it all up, and the plate will be ready for the next job. So the furniture is sitting here, drying off, getting ready to be put into the diorama. Another section completed. There's a lot of things that need to be done to be put into a diorama, but I'm having fun doing every one of them. So, next video may actually show me putting the diorama together. And if you enjoyed my video, please press the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and the notification bell so you know when my next video is out. Thank you.